Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got so much stuff to go over. We have new DLC events that have just been announced for Scarlet and Violet. We have some major rumors to go over about a new Nintendo Direct, new rumors about a Legends Rayquaza game this year. There's a lot of stuff to break down and get into, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this isn't the new event, but just a quick recap about the fact that the Empoleon 7-star raid is now back live in 7-star raids, and also Blissey is now live as well. So we have PLDH here tweeting out saying Empoleon is back in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Terra raids, and this time brings a friend. So 7-star Ice Terra Empoleon with the mightiest mark can only be caught once, and then we also now for this weekend have 5-star Blissey raids with boosted candy and shard rewards, and then it ends February the 11th 3:59 PT. So obviously that's going live this weekend. It's happening right now. You can go and get these. Obviously we have the Love Disc event happening on Valentine's Day, but as well as that we have another event that's just been announced for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, a new raid event as well. So Cerebi update, the next Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terra Raid Battle event has been announced. Offers 3 to 5-star Stonjourner, Ice-Q, Armarouge and Ceruledge raid battles. It runs from the 16th of February through to the 18th of February. So obviously that is next Friday. And then the weekend after, we don't have a raid event for. Obviously we have one for next weekend, we have one for Valentine's Day, but then the weekend after the 16th, the 23rd, the 24th, the 25th, we don't have anything for. I'm not expecting a raid announcement for that weekend because we have Pokemon Day on the following Tuesday. We'll probably get a raid announcement during that. So yeah, I'm not expecting anything for the 23rd, 4th and 5th, because on the 27th, like I say, it's Pokemon Day. We're probably going to get a new 7-star raid event for that. It might even be like a really cool legendary or mythical raid event. They obviously did that Shiny Zeraora raid event ages ago in Pokemon Sword and Shield, so they could do something similar to that. Yeah, either way, those are all of the DLC events that have just been announced and obviously that are live right now. So obviously the DLC raid events aren't as good as they once were because obviously Pokemon Home's now available, and obviously you can always transfer Pokemon that you want, whereas back in the day where, you know, you couldn't get any other starter apart from raids, obviously it was a much more of a reason to do it. But that's why we need legendary raids and stuff. Like the Gen 6 legendaries still aren't even in the game, so hopefully they should be in raid events at some point. But either way, that's all the DLC raid announcements for the day. Moving on, we have some major Nintendo Direct rumors to go over. Now, of course, a lot of credible sources said that we were going to be getting a Nintendo Direct this week. That has not been the case, so that's obviously hurt their credibility. But now we have even more credible people that have got like loads and loads and stuff right in the past, basically saying that it's actually going to be happening next week. So again, we don't have to wait too long. Again, I'm just covering the rumors, whether they say it's going to happen this week or next week, but it looks like it is actually going to be happening next week now. So this was actually posted by Necro Felipe. Now, a lot of people are saying that this guy's like a really trustworthy source, but I definitely remember covering a lot of his tweets in the past talking about Pokemon trailers and stuff, and we just didn't get them. So yeah, I don't think him himself is a legit source, but obviously he has a source that knows stuff about like the Nintendo Direct. Plus there's other major sources to kind of like back up the claims and stuff. So let's take a look at this one first. So it says, traditionally maintaining its regular presentations in February, Nintendo should soon hold another digital event to publicize its next news focused on the first half of 2024. So according to information obtained by Universo Nintendo from sources who chose to remain anonymous, the company should hold its traditional presentation of news through a Nintendo Direct next week on February the 15th. So we actually have a date on this rumor. It is the 15th of February, which is next Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday for this Direct. So again, obviously write that down. We'll obviously see if we get one on the 15th or not. The format of this presentation, whether mini or general, has not been presented to us, as well as its definitive date so far, even though they've just given us the date. But it says, but again, we are waiting for news for some first party titles from the Kyoto company. So far the company has not made any announcement or given any indication of this presentation. Stay tuned for more news. So yeah, I don't know why they're saying it's happening next week on the 15th, but they haven't been given a definitive date. Like, don't say it's happening on the 15th then, because you're giving us a definitive date. But anyway, that's that. And then we also have Necro here saying, the good thing about Nintendo Direct being on the 15th is that I'll be off, so equals complete coverage in the Nintendo universe. So, like I say, just kind of reconfirming that he is saying that it is going to be on the 15th, even though in the article he says he hasn't been given a definitive date. So, I don't know how you'd like look at that, but it is a little bit interesting, to say the least. As well as that, though, we do also have more information about this, like some proper legit information about this Direct, which also isn't actually that good. So we have Nintendo Everything here tweeting out saying, rumor, next Nintendo Direct could be a partner showcase, and it's airing soon. So this was posted on Nintendo Everything, saying, yeah, the next Nintendo Direct could be a partner showcase airing soon. So new speculation indicates that a Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase could be released as soon as next week. So this is basically saying that it's not going to be a first party. So obviously the difference between a first party and a mini, in the first party is where you see like your Marios, your Zeldas, your Pokemons, your Kirbys, your Animal Crossings, everything like that. And then in the mini partner showcases, that's like your third party kind of games and stuff. And no one really gets super excited about a mini. Obviously a lot of people get a lot more excited about the main kind of first party one. But anyway, this rumor here is saying that it's going to be next week, and it's going to be a mini partner showcase. Could be released as soon as next week. Many Nintendo fans are counting on a Direct this month based on past precedent. In previous years, a general presentation was held in February, but now it seems that instead of the big event, we could be getting a smaller presentation focusing on third parties. During the latest Nate the Hate podcast, it was stated, I'm going into the first Direct of the year with the expectation that it's going to be a partner Direct. And again, Nate the Hate is a very reliable source when it comes to Nintendo stuff. I don't think Nintendo will host a general Direct this February. I think they're going to do third parties instead. Nate did not provide a date for the Nintendo Direct. However, some believe that it will be happening on February the 15th. Nate brought up speculation of the event taking place within the next week. The Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase format kicked off in 2020 amid the coronavirus pandemic. Nintendo hasn't used this type of presentation since 2022, but may feel it may not have enough content to make a general broadcast. The Switch release schedule is fairly filled up, with many expecting a hardware announcement at some point this year. Mario vs. Donkey Kong arrives next week, Princess Peach Showtime comes out in March, and Luigi's Mansion 2 and Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door will follow sometime in 2024. So we do actually have a lot of information that it could go over in like a main showcase. But at the same time, this also raises like a lot of questions. Like, if it is a partner showcase, and then and they don't do like a major Direct, like that means that obviously the Nintendo Switch 2 is very likely to be just around the corner, and that they're just going to like do a massive presentation for that and probably just drop some like big games for it and stuff like that. There has been some new Nintendo Switch 2 updates and stuff. We'll go over that in tomorrow's video because there's a lot of stuff to go over for that as well, and I wanted to just talk about the Direct today. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of exciting stuff happening this month and next month. Like I say, it's looking like we are going to get some sort of Direct this month. Obviously, Pokemon Day this month. And then it's looking like we're going to be seeing some sort of Nintendo Switch 2 reveal on the horizon as well. So there's a lot of stuff to get excited for. But at the same time, this is apparently not going to be a major first-party Direct. We also have Stealth here saying, I wonder why so many Nintendo brand ambassadors are traveling today. So we posted this on the 7th of February, most likely getting ready for the Direct. When you follow all the Nintendo ambassadors, and many of them have travel-related tweets, it's hard not to wonder if anything is going on. Even if it's only a Princess Peach Showtime event or something, could be linked to a Direct trailer. So yeah, the fact that they're all traveling like this week does showcase the fact that, yeah, okay, they're probably getting ready for this Nintendo Direct presentation. They're probably recording it and everything like that. But either way, just kind of adding more fuel to fire that, yeah, we probably will be getting a Direct next week. So that's all the DLC stuff. That's all the Nintendo Direct stuff. Let's move on to the latest Pokemon rumors. And the latest one talks about a Pokemon Legends Rayquaza. So this was posted on the 7th of February. It's titled Pokemon Day Leaks by Anonymous. Since Pokemon Direct 27th of February. Again, it's not a Direct, it's a Presents. They are actually completely different. Like a Direct is where you just kind of showcase like games and stuff, and then like the Presents is where it just showcases like everything, and that's why they've kind of made it a Pokemon Presents and not a Direct now, because they wanted to kind of create a little bit of a boundary between themselves and Nintendo. And plus, they do have games that aren't owned by Nintendo, like Pokemon Unite and Pokemon Masters and stuff like that. So obviously they can't really showcase that in a Nintendo Direct, so they need to make their own Pokemon Presents so they can showcase everything. That's the main reason they kind of like stepped away from an actual Pokemon Direct, because it did used to be called Pokemon Directs, but now it's obviously called Pokemon Presents. So Nintendo Switch 2 is to be presented at a Nintendo Direct a few days before. So this does kind of coincide with what we've been saying already. Like, if there is a Direct next week for Nintendo and it is a partner showcase, then they may do something like the week after for the Switch 2, and that could be a big like Nintendo Direct, and that could be what this rumor is referring to, and that could be when the Nintendo Switch 2 is revealed, because I think it will be revealed like by the end of March, like at the latest. But I'm thinking like, I mean, Mario Day is right there in March. I mean, obviously it is on a Sunday, so I don't think they'll announce it on a Sunday, especially in Japan as well. I don't think anything ever gets announced on a Sunday in Japan, unless it was like, I don't know, because obviously the Pokemon Presents on Pokemon Day, like Gen 9 was announced on a Sunday. So that, I guess, maybe they could, but that was Pokemon, this is Nintendo. But yeah, apparently the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be presented at a Nintendo Direct a few days before. So the Pokemon Presents kicks off with a quick trailer announcing the next Pokemon movie. So Liko and Roy are called to an island by Liko's grandmother, who has discovered that Rayquaza has a 7th companion. They will have to face an unseen rebel explorer who intends to capture the monkey Pokemon. The trailer ends with a silhouette of the new monkey Pokemon. So I'm assuming this new monkey Pokemon that they're referring to is, in fact, this potential mythical Pokemon that has been rumored to be announced soon for Scarlet and Violet. Again, it looks like it is that gorilla kind of like creature that was shown in the Scarlet and Violet book, and that is the Pokemon that they're probably going to get a movie around. And everything like that. But either way, it might not even be like that gorilla. That could just literally be some forgotten thing. It could be a completely different mythical. All we know is we are likely going to be getting a mythical Pokemon because of what Riddler Coup has said in like in recent tweets and stuff like that. But apparently we are going to get a movie announcement. Again, whether this is true or not, I think we will be getting a movie announcement on the 27th regardless. Whether we see the mythical or not, I think it's the best time to reveal it, but again, we'll have to wait and see. And then it says Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terrestrial Raid 5th of March to the 15th of March, Water Ho-Oh and Fire Lugia. I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't think Ho-Oh really gets any water moves, and I don't think Lugia gets any fire moves. I'm not sure if it gets Flamethrower and stuff. I mean, Ho-Oh, I believe, gets maybe Weather Ball, and it might be able to learn Rain Dance, but the 5th of March is a Tuesday. Which, again, they don't really announce raid events for. It's usually for the weekend. It's usually from, like, Thursday night, Friday morning, depending on time zone, up till, like, Sunday night, Monday morning. Like, that's usually when they do the raid events. But, again, if it's, like, a special Johto one, they may do it for the week after. But, again, that's very, very unlikely. And then they say Pokemon Unite, Miraidon, and Ceruledge to be played next week. So Ceruledge, I do believe, is coming to Pokemon Unite. Miraidon definitely is. I think it's also Phalanx as well. So yeah, a lot of those data mine Pokemon will probably be dropped during the Pokemon presentation and probably during the Pokemon Unite part as well, because they always do. They always drop like 2 or 3 characters during the Pokemon present, so it very well could be Miraidon. I think it's definitely going to be Miraidon with a new game mode as well, because that also got data mined, and then it'll either be Ceruledge or Phalanx that also get dropped as well, but again, very, very likely to happen. Moving on, Pokemon Cafe Remix, Ogerpon and Base Terrapagos recruitable. Again, a lot of rumors have been saying this, that Ogerpon and Terrapagos are going to be recruitable in Pokemon Cafe Mix. Again, it's very, very likely. Terrapagos just screams Pokemon Cafe Remix. It's the little cutesy like Pokemon that just you could see appearing in that game. I could also see Ogerpon appearing in that game as well. I could also see like Petron also appearing too, but either way, Terrapagos is probably going to be the most likely Pokemon to be in Pokemon Cafe Remix. Whether it gets announced on Pokemon Day or not is yet to be seen, but it could happen. Pokemon Masters EX, AI Turo and Miraidon, and then AI Sada and Koraidon. That's a really cool sync pair. I do like those. We have been stepping more into like Gen 8 and Gen 9, I believe, in Pokemon Masters, so it would be cool to see these guys get a sync pairing as well. And yeah, the AI version as well, you could easily do it like how they do it in the game as well, where they're like missing out words and letters and stuff during like the final battles. That could be kind of cool. And then moving on, Pokemon Go, so Captain Pikachu event just after the Direct. Again, this has been data mined. This isn't like crazy. to assume that this is going to happen. I mean, well, it's been data mined for Pokemon Go that there has been like Pikachu with the Captain hat, so it's probably going to be a Captain Pikachu event, and that is probably going to coincide with the movie announcement as well. Because if Lyco and Roy are in the movie, then Captain Pikachu is going to be in the movie, and then also Captain Pikachu's in Pokemon Go, so it just kind of all comes full circle, really. And apparently that's going to be after the Direct. And then we also have Pokemon Legends Rayquaza revealed, ARPG. So, obviously we've had Legends Celebi, Legends Kyurem, all these different Legends games. We haven't really had anyone talk about a Legends Rayquaza, and I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know why we'd get a Legends Ho-Oh game, but let's move on and see what they say. So there's going to be 6 zones, so bigger than Legends Arceus, I think. How many zones did Legends Arceus have? I think it had like 4 or 5, didn't it? So it would have more zones. The criteria of Sutopolis City is the last one, created during the scenario. And then they go on to say, one of the regions close to the Hoenn Fortree City is a gigantic jungle. That makes a lot of sense. Like, obviously, Fortree is in the middle of, like, woodland jungle kind of location. So you'd expect, yeah, Fortree to be a jungle before it became a city or a town or whatever. There will be many more primal Pokemon, including Rayquaza, but not only legendary Pokemon. So more primal Pokemon, yeah, I mean, obviously this is artwork. I don't know who this was made by, but, you know, this is, I'm assuming, what it would kind of look similar to if we did get a kind of primal Rayquaza. I don't think we need a primal Rayquaza because we got a mega evolution of it. Like, primal Rayquaza, like primal Kyogre and Groudon were kind of like the mega evolutions of those two Pokemon. So I don't know why we'd get a primal Rayquaza. I think if anything was going to get forms in like a Legends game, I think it would be like the Regis maybe. But either way, apparently it's going to be Rayquaza. So everything is undeveloped compared to the Hoenn region, except New Morville, a very modern and sophisticated city, but can't develop more because the genius who built it disappeared, ancestor to DLC 2 Scarlet and Violet Man. And then the Pokemon are controllable in an action RPG. Battles are dynamics. I'm assuming it's going to be similar to like Legends Arceus then. Battle kind of situation. Oh wait, it also says the genius left behind a device that enables us to mind control our Pokemon. I don't know, like, why? Like, we already control our Pokemon anyway, like in battles and stuff. I don't think we need a device that mind controls them, unless that is how they like got Pokemon before Pokeballs and stuff like that. Our rival is Zinnia's ancestor and has a huge place in the scenario, including through her clan, the Draconic People. So that's obviously similar to like the Pearl Clan and the Diamond Clan in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And then they go on to say Mount Chimney's activity is much stronger and is one of the main perturbations that leads the scenario at the beginning of the game. So something happens in Mount Chimney, disaster strikes, I'm assuming, and then that kind of starts the story off. The game is much more stable than Legends Arceus, even in the jungle zone, constant 1080p 60. I mean, Legends Arceus wasn't even unstable. Like, I don't think I ever ran into any problems with Legends Arceus, unless they meant Pokemon Scarlet and Violet there. But yeah, I mean, apart from Scarlet and Violet, like, all the games haven't really had lag or anything like that, I don't think. So yeah, definitely nothing wrong with Legends Arceus. So I don't know if they made a mistake there, but I don't know if that is something that the Switch can kind of create. It doesn't say this is for the Switch 2 anywhere. So, and then they're going to say released early 2025. So I mean, according to this, we have no game this year. We have a game next year, but it's early 2025, which I'm assuming would be around January, which is obviously when we got Legends Arceus revealed. Well, dropped, actually, should I say. But yeah, apart from this, we don't have any kind of Johto game or anything like that. They're just kind of talking about the movie and then all the Pokemon mobile games and stuff like that, and a little bit about the Switch too. So, yeah, I mean, I can't see this being true, really. The whole mind-controlling Pokemon, I mean, I don't think we're getting a Hoenn game at all. It makes no sense. Like, it's the 25th anniversary of Johto this year. It's the 15th anniversary of Unova next year. We've already had Hoenn remakes. Like, there's no reason to bring Hoenn back. Even though it'd be cool to see, like, a Legends Rayquaza, it's just very, very unlikely. I mean, all the Pokemon mobile stuff, like, I could see happening. I don't know if the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be presented in a Direct a few days before the presents. I think it'd be like a week before, but either way, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really, really help out. Of course, leave a comment on anything that we covered today. Obviously, all the new DLC events. What are your thoughts on these Nintendo Direct rumors? Do you think it is going to be next week? And do you think it is going to be a main, like, fully fledged first party Direct? Or do you think it is going to be a Direct mini partner showcase? Let me know your thoughts on that, and then also let me know your thoughts on the Legends Rayquaza rumor as well. Would you like to see a Legends Rayquaza, or are you much more rather seeing a Johto game or a Unova game? But yeah, that is everything from me. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.